Tim Hannes in front of the backhand, knocked down. Crumbles to the goaltender, knocks Bertuzzi down to shoot. Jim Howe, and again. Oh, how about that one? Good slap shot. Moving in, driving around McKinnon. As the Roadrunners work it out, here's Boudreau. Down the wing, cross shots, and it hit the post. Good shot by St. Louis. Rebound is banged home. And a
Wow, that was some great action from Roller Hockey International. And I was submitted a question from Tommy Gunn. He asks, do I think Roller Hockey International will ever return? And let me tell you this, that Roller Hockey International, at the level it was fantastic. It had all kinds of great things going for it, and some top players. It had some great teams with great logos. It just was a fun league to be around, and it did have its problems with teams coming and going. Some franchises starting up but didn't actually play because they folded before, so financial reasons. And that's why it didn't work before, was because of all the politics that were involved, all they wanted was money in the end. And so it didn't work out great as far as that goes. If a league is going to come back, if Roller Hockey International were ever to come back, it would have to come back from players that are former players or people that love the game of roller hockey itself or inline hockey. And that's what it has to come down to, is people have to love the game, that are in charge of it, that are running it, and aren't looking for it, not looking to make money off of it, not looking as a business standpoint, although they have to in a way to make money so that they can survive. But what I'm saying is they can't focus on just making the money. They got to do it for the love of the game. And with that said, that means the politics can't be involved with it, as far as, we're favoring this team over this team. Otherwise it doesn't work. And as far as Roller Hockey International itself coming back, I don't see a league coming back under that name. But I could potentially see another league coming back and being one of the top leagues. They would need like a TV deal. They would need a corporate sponsor of some kind, and to make it work, and play in smaller venues, not these giant NHL arenas or these other giant arenas. Play in some of the smaller venues, like, I don't know, there's some junior league venues out there. There's some high school venues. You might have to use some of the NHL practice arenas if you can. Whatever, maybe don't have to play on these giant 18,000 plus arenas, that wouldn't work. I don't think that would work out that great. And for another league to work, yeah, you'd have to pay the players because some of those players would be like, well, I play minor league ice hockey, so I need to get paid to play roller hockey. So my suggestion is they don't need to get paid millions of dollars. Pay them with incentives. You know, do something like that where they get winning incentives, they get playoff incentives, they get championship incentives. They get incentives for basically winning individual awards. That way it gives them purpose to work harder and want to play in this league and say, you know, it's another opportunity for me to play. If a guy's injured and they say I'll never play again because of some kind of injury, and then he goes, well, I might not ever play in the NHL anymore or the minor leagues, but roller hockey could be non-checking. I could jump in this league, and it would be a jump start for his career, or a new way to keep his career going, or something like that. So, as far as that goes, the politics have to be out of it. That's the bottom line. Keep the politics out of the game. Focus on the game itself. Once in a while, have an exhibition game with USA and Canada. Whether those two teams play each other or some of the teams in the league play against each other. That's just some of my thoughts on how to get a league going again. And the return of Roller Hockey International would be awesome. It would make this sport huge again. But honestly, I don't think it'll ever happen. And someday I hope a league does start up. And like I said, they do it for all the right reasons, not worried about making the money in the end, but to help grow the sport. But I think where it's at now, with Narch and State Wars and all those other tournaments, even some of the smaller ones around, and all those sponsors coming together to sponsor them, and having that college roller hockey is awesome too. So I think it has potential to grow. I just think it's going to be a different structure. I don't think it's going to be an actual like league type thing. It's going to be more like a tournament with some of the best, kind of like State Wars has going on with their pro division, and Narch with their pro division. I think there might be a little different structure there. But Major League Roller Hockey right now is probably the top professional league going around right now. But you have Narch and State Wars battling it out for the top tournaments for the pro leagues. But I just honestly don't think Roller Hockey International itself is ever going to come back. But I hope if a pro league does come back, again, like I said, I hope it takes the history of roller hockey and implements it into its own separate thing in the league, but say, hey, we acknowledge the history of this, we're going to acknowledge the history of it, like say, the Murphy Cup champions of Roller Hockey International, all the past teams, are going to be represented on our cup or our trophy, and then have it be that way. And if you want to know more about Roller Hockey International and some of the other professional roller hockey stuff and other roller hockey stories, check out Richard Graham's book, Wheelers, Dealers, Pucks and Bucks. It's a good book to read. I read it all the time. I kind of get things mixed up in my head, so I got to read it over again to keep my knowledge going, to figure out what I want to say. And that question was, will roller hockey ever, my opinion, does roller hockey international ever return? And like I said, I don't think roller hockey international itself will ever return, but I strongly believe it probably could happen. But it's more or less not likely going to happen, and if it does, it's going to be more like a made-for-TV thing, kind of like pro beach hockey was. But so that's my take on it, and I want to remind you to make a comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos, and thanks for watching. See you next time.